there's a lot. There's a lot in today's show. Wait for some people to hop on for a second. And then the tomorrow's show will also like very low key be kind of it might feel like throwback to 2023 Treasure Town. I inventory just like a bunch of stuff that I can start really low and just like flash through. Oldest coin, Zach. I don't know. We probably have something like maybe 6th to 5th century BC, but I don't know off the top of my head. It depends. We have a small gold piece somewhere. I don't know if it's in today's show or if it's stuck in somewhere else. But we have a small gold piece, which would be, I think, the oldest coin that we really have in our inventory. A Greek gold piece. But I don't know if it's in today's show. I don't think so. Any large Byzantine slab silver? I don't think that we have any large Byzantine slab silver. I don't think so, Marvin. That typically gets pretty expensive. It's not stuff that we keep a good stock on. We have a bit of Byzantine gold left. We have 2 pieces from like a small hoard that we had purchased a while ago. We just got in. We got 2 pieces. Oh, I forgot to put in some of those pieces. Let me create a listing for those because we have a bunch of those French silver jetons. One is going to be 1,000. The other is going to be around 1,200 or 1,100 maybe. Those are the last 2 that we have. Show them. So the XF is going to be a little more expensive than the Choice VF. One will start about 1,000. The other right at 1,100, I think. We'll go normal coin. Make sure I get a Sharpie. Well, we have just a lot. There's a lot of coins today, and a lot of stuff will, I imagine, sell under melt. Coins and bullion. But there's a lot of, I think, of those deals to be had if you know what you're looking for. Okay. Russian Paul first. All right, let me see. This is late Roman Empire. We consider them Romans. I consider them Romans. They consider themselves Romans. But maybe historians generally don't consider them Romans. I don't know. They definitely consider themselves Romans. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I can pull that one out to begin with. Because there's more raw coins than I'm used to kind of stuck over here. So we'll pull it out. What do we have on it? Maybe we'll actually do a Buck and Go jeton to start with. Just a little coin. A little Russian. I have no room on this desk. Okay. The Greek sub is not back from NGC. That was not in... it's not in today. But when I go to the post office tomorrow, it should hopefully be in by then. We get stuff ready and to go out of it. Let's see, jeton. Military metal. I don't think so. We might have some stuff on the eBay, but I'm not sure. Okay. Cool. And I didn't bring the Sharpie with me. We'll put this boy up here. $51. Probably, I'd be surprised if that was over the melt price. These are pretty good silver. This is like 95-ish% silver. And UC Rock. So I picked that one up well under what we will sell any of them before later show. That's pretty good. Let's send that one off to the smelter, I imagine. We do have a couple Widow's Mites. maybe there's less excitement in silver than I thought. Let's see. Tabaristan, this Spanish silver. Let's run this guy, and I'll start to work towards some of the requests. 2 kopecks, $19 start. $11.2. Ooh, that's pretty nice. JR is in the lead. Astro. 11.02. Trade an equal amount dollar-wise for silver. Marvin, we don't do trades for the most part, but we'll do an equal amount in dollars to dollars, I think. WC, nice pickup. When it was 31 ounce, now my silver. Yeah, exactly. Let's hop around in here. No, it's crazy is the amount of stuff that's going to be. We might buck and go this. I don't know why. I paid a lot for this apparently. All of this is going to get melted. Like there's going to be so much silver melted that goes to data centers, that goes to like electric vehicle parts and stuff. So it's not the silver movement is easily an industrial, and I think I read between like the U.S. and China, I think they take up like 60% or so of the world's. I think it's the world's like silver production. What's being mined? I actually wonder what the melt is on this. What is being mined for basically industrial uses, which is I think crazy. 3 mark. I think this started. Wait, it might. Okay, this started at $4 over melt, so I can't blame anyone for, I guess, not buying it. But 1103. So I don't have the patience to do that, but we can, because we typically run, I think, too quickly. But maybe we'll just stay out of some of the bigger silver stuff. Let's see. I'm going to try to find a Widow's Mite. $886,119. Here's a $34 start. Alexander Janaeus, Widow's Mite. We might have some Shipwreck, and then we might tomorrow. I think tomorrow we definitely have Shipwreck. Tomorrow or next week we'll definitely have like some Shipwreck stuff. Ooh, a nice star on this one. So these are coins from the late 2nd century, early 1st century BC that are they're Pruta, so they're a low denomination coin that would have been used in ancient Israel, ancient Judea. And the Widow's Mite is a reference to, oh, this is a pretty one. We have a nice anchor in most of the inscriptions. Whenever Christ points out the woman who gives all that she has into the offering plate at the temple, and calling out those who give out of their affluence and out of their abundance. Nice pickup. This one, that was a pretty attractive one. That was a nice looking one. So this is a later Pruta under Nero, so about 100, 200 years after this. So this would have been minted in 5980. Also in the NGC slab, let's see. Minted under Porcius Festus. $44 start on this guy. And then we'll run one more Widow's Might. We buy lots of Ancient Coin Superpowers, but we usually buy them like pretty large wholesale deals from dealers generally. And then we have bought like some collections and stuff. Okay, one more Widow's Might here. Nice. Anchor on one side and the star on the other here. I'm sure we have some 1500s. It's Baristan. Nice pickup. 1700s Mexico. We have some 1700s Spanish colonial Mexico. I guess that's probably what you're looking for. Dallas. No, we've got some like 8 reals and stuff of the like. So, 80, 76, 01, 47. Melts over $5 on these guys. No Libertads to my knowledge. Okay, we'll run it to Baristan. It's not going to be the SKU that you were looking for, but it's what I have coming up next. But 80, 76, 01, 47. Nice pickup, Casey. Let's see, 0407. Tabaristan Hemidram. One of the anonymous types. With that Zoroastrian Fire Altar on the reverse. Maybe we... Oh, no bids on that one. On the silver Islamic coin. Oh, 147. This one is minted under Farcan. From 711 to 231. See if we can start to move towards some of those 8 reals. Reslumi is in the lead at 27. Ivan Red Core buyback is 850. That's very cool. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that you made money on those that vault box. The Cobbs, most of them have like a starting price on them, but I think that would probably be between 200 and, well, I don't know about the lower one, the smaller ones. I don't have a price on, I think, yet, but I have an 8 that's whole that I would want 250 on. Here's an 8 reals, 150 start. Charles IV. Pretty nice looking. 1795. Toe cement PP. Very interesting. Okay. I'll drop this down a few bucks, but if this doesn't sell, we'll hop out of this. WC's in the lead. $23. 1798. Charles IV, Spanish 8. Mexico City mint FM. The assay initials. Let's see if I can find the Cobb. Okay. What would you? I think I'll pass at 125. But I might lower it in the future. but I think I can probably put them on eBay for higher. Cobb. 10, 12. Okay. So here's the 8. I'll start this for $250. $17.58 Bolivian Cobb. No bets on that. Well, I think we can go to some graded items. I have some of these guys left. It's 1905. Sorry, this for $20. It's 1905 Indian head cent and an Annex AU-58 holder. Peloton. Some of the Pittis, we can work our way to some of that. And then starting tomorrow, during tomorrow's sale, we should have a really healthy amount of ancients as well. I think even today we might have a good amount. Let's see. VG8 details, $25 start. Matron head cent, Cornet head cent. B. Greenwell is in the lead. AG. Nice pickup. Annex quarter and 5. Casey. Nice win. $62 and 7 obverse cameo. $30. Shane is in the lead. Nice pickup. Then last Annex coin I think we've got here. VG8 Cornet head cent. Okay, I'm gonna work towards getting that Peloton out. That Pittis. First, we are gonna run a Mother of Pearl token for 2. And then we'll try to pull this guy out. Nice pickup, Jared. Mother of Pearl token. Let's try this one. $12 start. Yes, we have some NGC Romans today, and we should have a pretty good variety later. Well, I guess next week. Maybe tomorrow. Well, we might have a new sub crack open. Ooh, man. Astro, that's a nice pickup. At the start there. 65. We'll run one more at that's $12 start price. And then I think I have one of those Peloton pieces. A lighthouse on this one. Shane is in the lead. 18th, 19th century Mother of Pearl Chinese token. Chinese gambling tokens. I think so. Let's see. Yes, I have some of the fish egg ones. Let's see if these are in today. Okay. $12 start here on this tin Pittis. Rizlumi is in the lead. Steve Any great English coins? I don't know about great. I think we probably have some English coins, but I don't know how great they are. Let's see. Here's one of the fish-shaped ones. These are awesome. We don't have too many fish. We'll start at the same prices. Mother of pearl token. We have 2 dove on that in inner shape. Wow, and Astra is going to pick that one up. A very nice price. I think that's the cheapest I've sold a fish design one. Because that's the first one that we've run in a pretty long time, I think. $12 starting this silver Islamic dirham from the Ghaznavid dynasty. Some nice calligraphy. The Sequani silvers, they definitely range, but there's no, for the most part, there are no real cults with the Celtic pieces that we have. King Cole, let me see if I can find that guy. We're on a Condor token next. Currently under $5 on this Not Geld. That's not my name. Ooh, $15 starting this Condor token. This should probably bid to multiples. 1811 Priest Field Furnaces. Raisin Writ. Good to see you in the lead. Prussian Thaler next, starting at 100. 1871 Prussian Thaler. Okay, we want UA 8, 10, 12. And we want, and AG, nice pickup, 08, 11, 19. Okay, that guy I don't see. 16, 14. Okay. Do a $17 start on this 3 Stuber. 1792. Roman Republic. I don't know. I can, if you search Roman Republic in the shop, which I can do in a minute, it would tell you if we have any Roman Republic. But we're planning on making a pretty big sub of some stuff that we got in. So I don't know what we would have raw-wise still lying about. And that's not my name. I'm going to pick that 3 markup very handsomely. Here's an 8 reals starting at 150. We want 1119 and 1012. 1119. I don't think so. C-Mill. 1896 Corona. And 1012. I'll show 1012 off because I remember seeing this one. SK, this is the 8. So if you're interested in this one, I'll run it. But pretty clearly dated there. Cool stuff. Let's see, 1012. $250 start on it. And then, let's see, 0301. Nice pickup. Okay, we'll buck and go. Let's buck and go next 3 items here. Morelos Peso. We might actually have a Hercules 5, or no, would it be a 10? 10 or a 5? There might be one around here. Okay, then if it's not on the list, I might not have put Hercules in the title. But if you searched France, yes, there's a Focus, and then there's a Constantine II. Oh no, actually no, they're just 2 Focuses. Never mind. So I have one in XF and the one in Choice VF, I think. The Choice VF is going to be 1,000. The other one, the XF, is going to be 1,100. Well under spot there, nice pickup. Thanks Imperator for pulling that one out. Spanish Cop. I think we might have 1 or 2 more lying around. There's a 5 shillings from South Africa, 1948. Let me see if I can actually search it. That would be pretty easy. 2409. Which 1778. Which was that one? 17. I don't see a 1778 in here. Silver. Maybe we'll work into more budget-friendly world if I can find it. Ooh, we can run this hand heller. Okay. 1845. $5 on this guy at the moment. These are 10% silver. Victorian rupee. I think they're going to start around $70 to $80. That's my guess of what I think we have on them, what we can start to offer them at. Because I think we have ones in 61 and 62. 13th century hand heller. I'll pull one in. I honestly think that they look about the same, so I can run the ones in 61 a bit cheaper, I think. So I'll start one that's in 1. 621001. This will actually be the cheapest that I start when I'll start it for 74. Everything else is going to have to start at 79 or higher. And then 2108. Let's see. I'll run a couple out of that group here. Nice pickup. That's not my name. $34 start. Celtic Polaris. Horse designs from the Adui tribe. Okay, the one that you had requested, 2108, has a better face. I think it's a boar design. Yeah, it is a boar design. Here we go. I like this one better. Did I see your 2? better face. And then this was from the Sequani tribe. I think the Sequani have a bit better artistry than the Dewey counterparts. And then I'll run another one that looks pretty good. I think this is going to be a Dewey. 2112. $34 start on this Quinarius. Let's see, BT 64 and 50. And the horse. Nice pickup, Resolumi. Ooh, an Augustus Ass. We'll see if we're going to buck and go a bunch of Ancients. Or if we'll let some of these slide for next week. Dated 15 BC Augustus Ass. And then 724 large SC reverse looks pretty decent, and this is going to go for under 20 bucks. That's incredible. 064. Ooh, this is a bonk. So this is a Dutch half Stuver, $19 start. Dutch East Indies half Stuver. 1805. With the date on there. BSUs. Do y'all remember? Some of you might remember in 2023 when we sold a good amount of these. Shipwreck. We can search around. I'm not sure what we will have shipwreck wise though. Nice pickup, Raisin Ret. It's been a long time since we've had one of those guys. That's awesome. I was excited when Gabe showed me that we had some of those. Okay, $44 start. This is a Swiss 5 francs. 072409. Let's see if I can find it. 3713. You're a nice pickup. Uh, 3713. Cool, and $29 start on this Bamboo Money. Any more Swiss? We might have some Swiss. We should have some Swiss coming in tomorrow, too. 27. At the start bid, nice pickup there. Raisin Ret. $100 start on this 5 francs, 5 marks. Uh, 2409. Let me see. Oh wait, 2409. Seems like I don't know where that there's a number. 0824? 072409. Okay. Just there we go. Hercules. $79 start. French 5 francs. And let's see what we. Some people really like some of the cheaper ancients that we've got lying around. So I'll start an Augustus Ass on 29. Typically start at 34, but we'll start this one pretty cheap. $29 start, Augustus Ass. Alter on the reverse with the large Sonatus Consulto SC. Run some. That's not cheaper. Shane is in the lead. Let's run a Severus Alexander Venarius next. $69 start. This is an NGC VF Severus Alexander Denarius. Silver Surfer's in the lead. Nice pickup. On a slightly older portrait of him. Still NGC VF, starting at 69. I know I have some more $29 start ancients. I don't see them though. I'm starting in the wrong box. Mars on the reverse. Okay, let's see if they're. Okay, I see some Hasmonean Dynasty Pruda. Okay, and then some Roman Ancients. Let's see. 08 to 1005. Good to see you, Horace. Let me see if we can pull that out. Okay, $29 start. This is a Diocletian bronze. Post-Reform Radiate. Starting at 29. Dash 003. Nice pickup 123B man. Hasmonean Dynasty Pruda. $29 start. And then 153, which is cheaper than what I start Pruda at. Two AG is gonna pick up a very cheap Pruda. Diocletian Aurelianianus. Temple on the reverse. Run one more, well, run two more. Let's do two more. NGC Ancients. And then we'll hit those requests for that 1002 request, which I have pulled out. Here's a Maximian Aurelianianus. Big Papa, nice pickup. And then a Maximian with a hole in it. $29 start. This one is crying out to be cracked out and worn, to be honest. I agree, Gur. It's not bad. He's asking. He's asking for the crack. Nice pickup there. Okay, 1082. French 5 francs. 1830. And then 1003. We'll run a 960 race next. Starting at 150. This is a 1817 Brazilian silver coin. Sprex is in the lead. Then BT 0042. See if we can pull that one out. Mother of Pearl token, $12 start. Let's see what the design is on this one. Looks like a farmer, maybe. Okay, BT 0042. Astro. Picking that one up at the start. Oh, America's in it. Nice pickup there, America. Henry III Duzaine. $21 start. With the Edict of 640 countermark. Is that the countermark right there? I'm guessing it is. Last Druid's in the lead. We're on another Swiss coin. 029. AG is in the lead at 43. Last Druid at 47. Swiss coin coming up next. Sip on my coffee. The dent in it is a counter mark. We have, Gabe has annotated as the Edict of 640 counter mark. Swiss 5 francs, 1933. Anything Egyptian? I'm not sure if today we have anything Egyptian, except for maybe something ancient Egyptian. That'd be like something from the Alexandria Mint. Anything Roman. But I think we should have some Egyptian silver coming up tomorrow or the next sale that we have. Currently at $2 on this guy. I paid a bit more than 2. 1894 large, or I guess Canadian cent. And Astro. Okay, $34 start on this 25 shilling Austrian silver coin. Austrian silver, 1957. Buck and Go, 1925. French, 25 centimes. Ancient Egyptian, okay. Let me search if there's anything from Alexandria. And then when Gabe comes in, we might pull some stuff off the eBay and have at it. He's been wanting to kind of experiment with that because he likes, Gabe's anti-eBay. Gabe likes to see the coins go for cheap. I know you have been loving the eBay. I honestly think that you've been one of the only people that have kind of kept up with. And I think that it's either you or Smallwood. Sometimes you get the names mixed up. But there's some names that come up with buying cheap silver, or I guess relatively cheap silver. With yes, okay, this is you. Yeah. It's treasure_town_coins on eBay. I remember when your name first popped up, I was like, Gabe, because Gabe actually made a comment. He's like, who's buying all of the Maltese silver? And I was like, you'll never guess. It's one of our favorite whatnotters. 021, $39 start on this Christ Phallus, Anonymous Phallus, class A3. Jesus Christ, King of Kings on the reverse. Nice pickup there. Run a Widow's Mite, Alexandrinus Widow's Mite, treasure_town_coins. That's live sales. Shannon is in the lead at 39. Nice pickup. There's an Antonius Pius Denarius, $69 start. One of the 5 good emperors. Ooh, this is an interesting reverse. Yes, that's right, last live sales. And honestly, if there's anything specific on eBay that you'd want us to start on Whatnot for a bit cheaper, we can definitely do that. Now it's possible that you might get it on eBay cheaper than what it would bid to on Whatnot, which sometimes happens. But whenever Gabe comes in, I'll get him to go fetch stuff whenever that's the case. If like someone wants an item pulled off of the eBay at a discount, I can run it at Whatnot for usually up at least 10% cheaper. Doesn't always stay for 10% cheaper, but sometimes very good deals are had with it. Here's a Trajan Denarius, a little bit of scratching on it, but okay, let's see. 08, 08, 06, 08, 08, 04. What are those gonna be? I don't see them in the box. Okay, they're maples, and then 08, 04. I'm glad you can unfacepalm now. Okay, and that's Canadian. Let's pull out these guys. I think I have most of them just starting up. I think they could be a bit too under melts, but we'll see. If there's like no activity on it, I might have to raise a little bit on the bullion, but I don't know. We should be fine. Here's a maple 2014 at 109. Nice pickup there. I think it's going to be, let's see, what's silver at today? Okay, at 113, I think that's fine. I won't be sore. Let's see, OH 20. Maple, this is one of the 25. Year commemoratives. Polsko. And then I should have within the next, I know some people like Cuban stuff. On the website, treasuretown.com, I should have some Cuban stuff coming up before all too long. But the website usually stuff's a little slower going onto the website than it is the eBay. Yes, we do have ancient Greek and ancient Roman. I can pull something out. So I'll pull out a Trajan Denarius and an NGC slab, and then we might have some cheaper raw coins maybe. I might have some more expensive raw coins. I'd be sure to save tomorrow's sale and then the sales that we have maybe next week. There should be some good things coming up in those sales, I think. Here's a Trajan Denarius starting at 69, an NGC holder. Go to the website, and we should have a link to the eBay on the website. So you just look up Treasure Town Coins, get to our website. Should be able to link there. Because I know that it is a little tricky to find an eBay store. You're not alone in that. It is kind of tricky to find an eBay store. 11-10. Horus is in the lead on this 20 crack star. Crowns, we can look for them. Here's a $15 start, 1551. silver dinar. Pretty good crest. Very clear date up top there. And then the Madonna and Child portrait on. Reverse run Handheller after this. Shane is in the lead. That last second snipe bid. $27.36. $27.32. Okay, $21 starting this Handheller. Again, this was the second one that I think we've seen that looks like it's almost flipping us off. $3.06. That's not my name. Nice pickup. This is crazy. This actually might. I'm curious to see what melts is after this. After this runs, but 1821 British Crown. Cameron, let's see what 1821 Crown melts for. My guess is it's above 90. Yeah, 96. You got it for you paid more than melt for it. Yeah, 95 in high change. $27.03.02. 1819 Crown, 94 start. St. George and the Dragon on the reverse. Saint in both the east and west. No bids under melt. Kind of crazy. I guess no one's interested in Victoria around that price, I suppose. We'll stay out of silvers for the time being. Maybe some of the bullion that I'll start under melt we might be interested in. How about Panda? Incredible, great. Whenever Gabe comes in, I'll let y'all know I usually very enthusiastically let you know he should be in the next 30 minutes or so. I'll have him fetch some coins for us to play with. Let's see, 50. I don't think we'll go 54 because that will be under melt. Canadian half ounce. 80, 53, 9, 8, and 11. Those are going to be some metals, I think. 08, 06. Astro, nice pickup. 1999 Maple, $5. Gurr in the lead. 08, 05. And then 80, 53. Okay, last bullion that we'll run in this, and then we'll jump to some World and Ancients, starting with the requested Bolivian metals. Okay, 09, 08. Ounce of silver. 530908. $15 start. And this old silver Bolivian metal. Currently at the start bid. Nice pickup there, J-Min. $15 start on this Bolivian metal. Little chain and bezel attached to it. Again, at the start bid. Nice win. Here's the last one. We had a sizable bag of these, and this is, I think, the last of the group. Bought the bag back in the summer. And as the silver price has increased, the price that we've gotten out of them has decreased. They're generally pretty good silver. Nice pickup there. 189. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those were at or under the melt price. There's a $12 start. Tetricus the First. Bronze. Astros in the lead. Late 1700s British. I think that we do. And will probably be in the form of Condor token. So I don't know if that's something you're interested in, Tyson. The Gabe is he's in the house. With the Gabe sigh. There's some eBay. I think people are interested in pulling some coins off the eBay. No, not yet. I told him to hold off until he came in. But Gabe is here. He's here. Tabaristan, Hemidram. Silver Tabaristan coin. 540. Nice pickup. So if there are any coins on the eBay that you're interested in, put them in the chat. Gabe will work on getting them out. Here's a 14th century Edward III halfpenny. A London Mint. 5.4. Where's that box at? No bids on that. Let's pull out these two request BSUs, 54 and 55. Ooh, Buck and Go. I don't know about some of this stuff. 11th, 12th century Denaro from Italy. Doobie Fly is in the lead. And the other one's nice too. And we'll run some more bullion in a second. This one I'd say is in higher shape or higher condition than the last one. 3. That's not my name is in the lead. And then nice pickup. Here's a Cilician Armenian coin from the early 14th century. No problem, BSUs. Thanks for requesting it. Ooh, let's run a 5 kopecks. And then we will pick out some bullion. 21. Raisin Writ is in the lead. Sub $10. That's a nice pickup. $34 start on this 5 kopecks. $17.60 Russian large silver piece. Large bronze piece. My bad. Oh, wait. 17. Some Egypt. Let's see if let me search to see if there's anything Alexandrian in today. Okay, I have some Tets maybe. A Tet. Okay, Alexandria. Let's see, WX189. or WX87. 165. So I have some Alexandrian tetradrams. 87 and 44. This is a $44 start. Provincial with Nero. It has some bronzes on it. And we have a ship sailing on the reverse. Mexican coins. We should have some Mexican, and then we'll definitely have some Mexican next week. And here's a cheaper Houghton, or really low grade silver content, really debased silver piece. We have El Piece on the reverse. This is a Alexandrian piece. That's pretty much all we've got. Let's see, 0804. We're on a more modern Mexican silver. Let's see. Yeah, if you put Mexico into the search tab or the store, you search it in the store, it should populate anything that we have that kind of relates. 16. Nice. Pick up Manuel. Manuel Gal. Manuel. Okay, 16. Alright. Let's see, what do we want to look for? We have some of these bean money that we just got in. We're excited about. So this is a $34 start. And a 6-gram bean money piece. Pretty good strike on that. Cow's in the lead. German porcelain. Let's see what we have. Let's see where it is. We should have it. Maybe some WX 90s and 19s. I see some porcelain. What? Oh, what? You're tied. Oh, okay. It was something that wasn't photographed. That was, or was like missing a photograph that I pulled out and redid stuff. I was scared for a moment. I was like, oh no, did I miscue all of these? Yeah. I was worried for a second. Because there ought to be some, hopefully not too many. There could be some transition from 25 to 26 that I might miscopy over, or have miscopied. So that might be something to watch out for. 0254. That's not my name. And then we have, I think, one more that I pulled out from that group. There might be more porcelain, but this is all that I have from this group. Let's see. What do we want to pick out? Nice pickup. Chile. Chile. 10-9. I don't know. We probably will go to a reasonable time today. Probably not too much longer than 5 if we last till 5. Unless Gabe wants to hop in, but that usually doesn't happen. But I've been very kind to Gabe. I have not made Gabe run any shows lately. So if I ask Gabe to hop in for a while, I don't think I will feel very bad doing it. Because I've been I want to be on the record. Gabe has not been doing it. I've been intentional in not forcing him to do some of this stuff. Running shows can be pretty sucky sometimes. Here's a Pamanian Silver Balboa. We're in DFW. DFW. I don't know. What is this thing? Let's see what this guy's worth. Its weight in silver. Let's see. 1001. I guess this is. We'll start at undermelt. What about that? Undermelt. 10. Oh, that one's going to be hard to find. 1004. Found the Cleopatra 7th coin. Medium price. Okay, cool. Gabe, can you feed me the Cleopatra 7th that she might be looking at, or he might be looking at, and then yeah, eBay. If you look at the chat, I don't know what yeah. Gabe's on it. It's on it. Okay. Guatemalan peso. 1871. That's funny. Nice pickup. Let's see. 1005. Guatemala 50 centavos. And then we're looking for 12.9. Let's see. 12. What is 12.9 going to be? I believe. Let's see. We can fish up because it's probably going to be lying about on the desk. Maybe not. Oh, 08, 11. Let's run a few of these guys. Maybe not this one. Here we go. 2013. 12. Todd Lit at 109. Well under spot. Maybe we'll go to 80.35. Maybe 80.59.35. 35.8. Yeah. $39 start. Dutch. Ooh, it's not bad. Dutch coin from the 16th, early 17th century. $59. Nice pickup there, BSUs. $59.12. Who's a Thaler? 1753. Maria Teresa Thaler. Let's clean up the desk. Oh. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. 109. Let's see what losing numbers do. OH 12. Start cleaning the desk up. It's 13. Okay, 109 start. Canadian silver. 14. Astro. Any horror cartoon villains silver coins? I don't think so. I think I have some pandas. I don't know honestly, I think most of the Tuvalu stuff that we've had on our eBay is almost all sold at the moment. We've had some stuff there for a while, but up with the silver prices coming up, people are really quick to buy the fun things. So I think I've shipped out most of the Tuvalu that we've had, and those have been a lot of that in that flavor, in that genre. Let's see, maybe this 5 shillings is worth too much. $24.01. Okay, 5 shillings, 82 melt. We're starting it under melt, guys. What is this? I'll start it one more time. Otherwise, I'll just put it back in the box. But under melt at 79. To the smelter it'll go. I think bullion might be tapped out. Pandas, I feel pretty confident in. 1123. I think we've looked at it. I think someone might have passed on it. I don't know. We're at 1123. El Salvador peso. Melt is 81. But eBay was kind of high. Nah, I think we can sell for 81. And I don't think so. But under melt on this. Under melt. Still. And then Jonathan Baffy is over melt. $200 start on this 1821 Spanish 8 reals. A bit of a better one from Guadalajara. Bit of a better one. Chats, no. We want only coins under melt. Only coins under melt. $18.16, 8 reals. 73. It's not there. Mesh. 144. We'll lower this. This should definitely sell at this price. I'll leave it in here. But $34 start for a Nero Tetragram is kind of stupid. We paid more for it. We will not lower it any more than that. But that was bound to get a bit more interest than it did. 2014 Silver Maple at 109. Maybe we're on a boycott of buying the coins on the desk. Let's see. Which might be fine. Let's see. I'm going to sip on my coffee if there are any requests that we're actually interested in. Here's the 1819 Great Britain. But we might need to move outside of, because if it sells at 94, it'll sell for under melt. So I'm not very optimistic that it will go over. Sweet. Thank you, Gabe. John, it would be, if you search 1995, you would be able to find it if we did have one. Let's see. Let's pull. These are some of the eBay requested items that Gabe pulled out. We'll start this one for $50. This is a Hadrian Opal from Egypt, from Alexandria. Ooh, this is cool. What's on the reverse here, Gabe? A panther. That's sick. This actually might go. I think I might have cut this one down a little too much. But incredible. This is a cool Hadrian. And then the Cleopatra the 7th will also run in a second. Very nice pickup. And then this one will drop at like $100. The Cleopatra. Such a sick coin. This NGC Choice Fine. 51 to 30 BC. It really is. Nice wins there. Those are just some awesome coins. Good finds on the eBay there. Let's see. No, none of those were all. I think any of those that we get in, we generally send to get graded. Gabe stretch. Just don't fall over in your chair. Please, whatever you do. Okay. $29 start. Diocletian. And then we are looking for 08, 0801. I'm having trouble finding some of those 08s, 08s. Appreciate it. Are you gonna express all mine out? They'll all be shipped out tomorrow. So I think that's about. I do generally like to pack. Well, except for Fridays. Fridays will get out on the Monday. Generally, but usually do pack everything up and ship it out next day. And this is the other fish that we have today. These are cool. The 2 dove on this mother of pearl token. Chunk. Astro at $15. 18. Nice pickup. Wait. Okay. Canadian 1007. We've got that one. Let's pull it out. The Byzantine Gold. I've had a few people ask about it, but I haven't actually showed them off, I think. Let me see. This is kind of nice, and I kind of just priced everything out based on what we paid on the group, but let's see. Okay. This would be by far the nicest to come close to selling at 100 if it weren't for the start bid. Well circulated ones run about 100. 1881 Chile peso. Then 0108. And Cal's going to get a great deal on that. Okay, $29 start. Alexander Janaeus Widow's Mite, Pruda. 1112. Anchor on the one side, Shane is in the lead. And we will run, I think, a 3 mark here. Let's start it for 44. $19.10 Bavarian 3 mark. I think Munich Mint. I think that's what D is. Nice pickup Pololux. Focus and XF. Subgrades 2 of 5, 5 of 5 for strike and surface. And another Focus. Subgrades 4 of 5, 2 of 5. This one's in Choice VF. Georgetown, Gur, you have a great one. Let's see, I should run the nicer one first. This is going to start for 11. The other one's going to start at a band. Focus and an NGC XF holder. No bids on that. Perfectly fine. 7. That actually, I'm curious to know what melts is on these. My guess is that I think that I mentioned this on stream last week, I think, and then Gabe and I have also been talking about this. I think ancients are going to start being melted, like pretty like low grade ancients, and not popular stuff will start to be melted at when silver is 200, and I think when gold's like at 10, like this stuff will get melted. 10 ounce started at 1,000, so that's should be a pretty good discount. We don't actually make a whole lot of money on that because and silver's gone up since I bought it, but I don't really want to hold something that big. We'll run it. Newbie flies in the lead. Easy coinin. Any older Irish, Scandinavian? I don't think so. Don't think so. This is a big guy. It's an ounce. Okay, let me pull the pandas out. This is a Perth Mint Kookaburra. Big boy. And So over 10% under melt. So Holex might be able to send this one straight to the smelter and make money. And 08, 08, 10. (2004) Panda. Okay. If one of the pandas should not go under melt generally. But we'll see what they do. 2004 Panda. And 08, 08, 08. 2004. Astro, nice pickup. And other Panda. 2004. I think it's the same date as the last one. There's one more line around over here, so we can find it. Next one's gonna be a 2014. Nice pickup. 2014 Panda. Boku. Astro. Ooh, we'll run a 2005 Perth Mint next. With a little Chinese theme to it. Year of the Rooster. Astros in the lead. I think these would probably find a little more interest, maybe not, though. It might stay at that. I won't run the other design at that price, but nice pickup there. Jeton with the long hair. Let's see. Nice toning on this guy. Yeah, $55 start. French silver Jeton. Jonathan's in the lead. Let's see what we want to hop into. Nice pickup, Jonathan. We'll run it. Is that 08, 08, 2? That's number 3. Okay. We'll start at 109. If you buy it at 109, Astro, fine. Okay. I want a bamboo money piece next. Nice pickup under the spot price. Some wood bamboo money from 1870s and 1940s. The aviary. Let's see. Yeah, apiary. I was like, aviary, that sounds like it has something to do with it, something that flies. That's not a bee though. Like a bird. Let's see, $55 start. We have two of them. Raisin is in the lead. Nice pickup. For let's see, what do we want to? Let's see what this is. This is not there. That's what that is. We'll do a buck and go here, and if I've missed any requests, feed them to me again, and I'll try to get to them. Otherwise, we'll. I don't know. There are definitely a lot of coins today. A lot of coins. Cow under spot. No. Okay, maybe. Well, I think it might be no silver, no more silver. What is this silver nonsense? But that's a lot of what we have is silver nonsense, I suppose. 41,165. $12 start. Oh, where's this box at? I have a fun box somewhere. Condor tokens. Let's pull out some Condor tokens. Tetricus the second, ruling as Caesar under his father, Tetricus. We can pull out some Britons. Let me pull out some Condor. $9,506. A lion and a goose and a shield. Esse quam videri. Astro's in the lead. 592. Halfpenny Condor token from 1812. Another 1812 Condor token. This is a full penny Condor token. King George III on the one side. 1 penny token. For public accommodation. $1811 Condor token. Rose Condor Company. Newbie Fly. We usually start these at 19 and they bid up. This will be the only day that I start them at 15. So I just want to capitalize on getting them cheap, not in the 20s. I guess this is where we're going to get it. $15.01. $25 start on this. $17.95. This is a pretty one. Clifford's Tower. We're on a German States coin after this. That was a really nice one. Okay, HD6 is 612. Here's a German States. Reich Finning. Let's see. $16.29, $21 start. This Tabaristan Himidram AC66. 612 coming up next. We have that request coming up next to Priest. Newbie Fly, nice pickup. Uncertain host. What a interesting way to title this. This is a host for the counter mark. Duprice is in the lead. $6.14. Nice pickup. That was a cool counter mark. $21 starting this Abbasid Durham Islamic silver coin from late 8th, early 9th century. All right. No bids on Islamic. Maybe we don't want to see Islamic. Here's a Peroz the First Sasanian Empire dram, silver dram from the 5th century, pretty early in the Sasanian Empire. Then WY 27th, and then say no to the Eastern religions. 1902 crown, starting undermelt. St. George and the dragon on the reverse. Really, just a classic scene there. Nice pickup, DJ. Claudius Gothicus Antoninianus. Let's see. 1335. I think I missed that. Shin Dynasty cash coin, Buck and Go. And then 08. Currently at $2, which is well under what we paid. And it stays there. We will not run another one of those guys. 08 1123. Maybe we'll show it off before we run it. This is a 40-son Centésimos from Uruguay. If there's interest in that one, we can run it, but that was a requested item. I don't know what my start is on it, but I don't want everything go super cheap. We're trying to sell some stuff that make a little profit. 07, 02, 02, 01, $19. We'll do a $12 start on this 5 Centésimos. I had that one going Buck and Go, so if there's, I'm not very inclined to Buck and Go at the moment. Be inclined. There might have to be more than one person who makes me want to be inclined. We might circle back around to it. I'll try to note it. Yeah, let's run some of those guys. So I have a bag of new ones that we just got in, and this are just passed through customs. It's passed last week from that same source. The box that I was looking for was in my lap. This is crazy. I was looking for that box. Because if I'm inclined to Buck and Go, oh, this is pretty. If I'm inclined to Buck and Go some stuff, there's some good Buck and Go coins in there. Gabe was scared that I put all of those coins that he had just done in one sale and pretty much put them all buck and go. Let's see. Jet Chon shown. If things look like there's more interest in coins in the next couple of minutes, I'll circle back around to the Uruguay. But if there's like, oh, people are very not wanting to buy some of the cheaper coins, we'll hold off on running it. Because a lot of these coins, I've not really done too much in like due diligence of like pricing. So I've a little bit of a reliance on two people who know pricing a little more, or who are fairly confident on it, as opposed to just someone being like, oh, I'll just pay $1 for it. And it might be actually just be worth $1, which could just be worth $1. There are a lot of different Jeton designs. Gabe, how many different Jeton designs are there? Gabe gave a few laughs. He gave a few giggles. 6. Okay, we'll run 1. Not. Gabe, you have a rough estimate on melt on the Jetons? Actually, I could weigh one. That's a good idea. My guess is that they're between 0.3 and half. Well, normal ounces. Grams is also, yeah.
This one's 14.5 grams.
Okay, that's about half an ounce. So they're close to like half an ounce. So that last one probably went for did not sell for around the melt price, which is fine. Okay, I'll do this buck and go, but we'll see where we're at. We might kind of slow down for a bit. J Mats, where is your free shipping? Cilician Armenium Cardez. This is pretty cool. Newbie flies in the lead. This one might go under $10. It does look like it on the 13th century piece. One. Heatham the First tank. Last buck and go that we'll, I think, kind of do. I haven't been too impressed by some of this. I kind of need to set start prices, I think. The last Jeton that I ran didn't receive a bid. I don't know what you're talking about, Jonathan. That's where the Jetons are. Let's see, shown. Newbie fly. Another bee-related one, apiary-related one. Okay. There we go. Degeneracy. Oh, that's being called on the grind. On the grind. I've had to delete. Now I don't keep a cell phone on, like a iPhone on me, but for a while I had to delete eBay because I was chronically addicted to eBay. It was bad. This is probably the largest guy that we have here, but probably won't sell anymore at the $55 start price. I think I'll hold off for a little bit because I think melt does kind of add up on them. and we're since Melt's up, we pay more now for them. Well, Mets, nice win. This is pretty. I like the toning's so pretty. Like there's some good coins here. Okay. And let's see what we want to pick out. Maybe some not Gelder that's in. Nice pickup, Jonathan. It's number 9. $13.06 Buck and Go. 50 Finnings. 1917. Run an Islamic coin next. Shane's at $3. Todd at 4. Maybe we'll run some graded coins soon too. That could be very fun. $60.04.12. Okay. Indian rupee starting at 29. 1870 to 1901. Silver Indian rupee. Dates up top. Or yeah, some of the date maybe. And no bids. $11. $28. 11. 12th to 13th century Broad Durham. We'll run some graded coins coming up. $16. Hell of a nice pickup. $29 start on this Alexander Janaeus Widow's Mite. Then we'll run a Gratian piece next. We're going to run some graded coins for the moment being, Big Poppy, and then we might go back to, if I can find them, some of the raw coins. We've been asked a lot about Shipwreck. I don't think that we have any real Shipwreck today. I have some Cobbs, but they've not been all too popular. Some large 8s. I mean large, like Spanish Colonial. Yeah, they're in either tomorrow or next week. But we have four 8 real. I guess 3 8 reals and a 4 real. Yeah, that are some Shipwreck coins coming up next week or tomorrow. One of the be here for both, but some pretty cool pieces. I don't know. That might be in another sale. Yeah. Yeah. Gabe was saying that there's some stuff that we had that looks like it was probably Shipwreck, but didn't have paperwork for it. Those are going to be some Dutch or some like a large silver pieces that we have. Lucius Verus, starting probably under what I should start it at. Start this one probably at 99. The adopted brother of Marcus Aurelius. Hadrian, maybe we're not interested in Saint Denary. think we're pretty much. I do maybe have some more $29 start. Let's see. Kind of glad that last one didn't get bought at the start price. It's worth a bit more. Here's a Salinina double denarius, Antonianus. And no bids on that guy. We'll stay out of graded. There. Let me see what that is. Big Poppy of 270305. I don't see it in there. Should be a crown. $270305. Might be sitting around somewhere. I don't. It's not in the box, so it might come up, but unslabbed Roman coins. I think we probably have a few. Okay, here it is. Got it. Just hiding. Starting under melt. Queen Victoria half crown. I think most of the silver that we sold today has been under melt. I think almost all of the bullion pieces that we have been, at least. Especially money-wise. We've gotten less than melt for silver on average. Any graded coins from Bactria? Let's see. And that does not look like it. Raisin Ritz at 24. Nice pickup. Any German silver medals? I don't think so. Here's a Faustina ass. Raw NG or raw Roman. So Faustina the Elder. Any ungraded Greek? Well, we should have a. There might be a little bit. Let's see. 1901. Here's a Trajan ass. Pretty strong details on this guy. Carlos is in the lead. 70201. Not a bad coin here. Admire Comics, nice pickup. King Charles I, half groat. A little bit of toning to it. We see that left-facing portrait pretty well in the obverse. Big Poppy is going to pick that one up at 58. $270202. Charles I, silver penny. A little bit of higher grade here. Very similar reverse to the last coin that we just saw. Raisin Rit is in the lead. Oh, Jonathan Baffy stepping in. Big Poppy at 68. Nice pickup. Charles I, silver penny. I'll pull out another $29 start ancient. Diocletian. Another big Gabe stretch. Big Gabe stretch. Gabe's threatening to throw some beans at me. No, I hate beans. We're not fasting, so I've been eating spaghetti on our fasting days. But I'll finish off the bag whenever we hit Lent, which is coming up. I'm not ready for it, Gabe. But I will be eating lentils during Lent. I will not do the rice and beans grind. Undermelt, 1819, Silver Crown. Let's see. BT 48. If that's Buck and Go, I'm probably not going to run it. I don't trust the Buck and Go at the moment. Ogre Time, what's up? 307. There's no love for that Tyrant. No George III. Ooh, 1844 crown. This looks pretty nice. The octagonal coins on the table are French jetons, or French counting pieces. I think most of them are probably like in the 18th century. Or in 19th century. Most of them should be like mid to early 19th century, right? Gabe, do you have a time frame on the jetons for the most part? Just generally. Okay. Yeah. Gabe said mainly 1800s. Okay, 03. And then some of if there's like a large, like any of the big, larger circular ones, can usually be dated to the early 1900s. Let's see, is this the right one we have up? 0308. $1935 crown, 50% silver, starting at $50. Craziest color. Honestly, we've sold some of the crazy color ones already. This one has pretty color to it. Nice pickup, Cameron. This is kind of vibrant. Okay, I like. Color-wise, I think these are some of the better ones. Rubbing the silvers. No, where's Ben? Panama. Let's see if we can pull it out. And then this is going to be number 10. It's pretty vibrant. Number 11. And nice pickup. We're on the last one that I thought had some pretty color. So Benoit, you're supposed to the Van Halen. Let's see. I know there's some great pieces. I'm so glad that we got to buy those. We want to see some of the bulk. Is it 005? Rhodium 5. Are those also pieces that are used in like AI data centers and have been running up? Let's see. Or some of the metals. Let's see. It's not for sale. Where is this going to be at? Bulk. Oh, this is actually a little older. What? Is it a chat or is it a... I get nervous when Gabe laughs. So that means Gabe's laughing at my eBay. What are you laughing at with the eBay? Gabe has me very self-conscious. He needs to show me that. Nice pickup, DJ. What is it? Oh, is it not with a listing? Is it with... Damn, what is... I think we're seeing the same thing. Maybe not. It's all the Celtic. Someone loves the Celtic. That's pretty nice though. That is all the Celtic. We have no more Celtic on eBay. That's pretty funny. Do you want to pick out? Let's see. We could test the pulling coins off of eBay. Do you think it's worth it doing that? Well, we could try it. Actually, we'll wait till you're done, Tide. Like, we might do it tomorrow then, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's such a good idea. Gabe's full of good ideas. You know that? It's It's not. I guess it's not novel news or breaking news. Gabe's full of good ideas. Oh, he's taking like a victory lap right now. Victory stretch. Yeah, we might take some coins. I might bring some of the eBay inventory and basically bring it out and like stuff that's all like very, very prettily photographed and offer it at discounts to what we have on eBay. Gabe and I will have to do some like tag teaming with it, but well, it's like the coins that we've had on eBay for a little while, or might just bring them out to whatnot, like one at a time. I think that could be pretty fun to do. Let's see. What do we want? Jetons with angels. Angels. Okay. Shown. Here we have a ship on the other side. And then next to Philip. I was looking at Gabe the entire time. Okay. Nice pickup. That's number 13. Hexagonal with angel in the pile. I think that's all of the Jetons with angels. Oh, this one. We have this one. We can do the handshake. This is a pretty one. $14. Nice pickup, Cameron. And Jonathan at the start bid on that one. That'll be the last one to run for a little bit. Maybe I'll take him out of mine. I don't really want to sell him for 55. But I don't want to start him for too much more. We'll shift over a little bit. Okay. Let's see what we've got. Some fun things. $9.10. I'm going to do a $12 start on this Islamic 10 Pittis. $18.97. Halvor is in the lead. Let's see, $13.22. Gabe's back. Nice pickup. Your little silver buck and go. 1941. Dutch 25 cents. Dutch 25 cents. Like $3. Halvor at 6. Okay, $17 start. 1664 farthing. In the United Kingdom, Great Britain. Merchant's token. Halvor's in the lead. Ooh, that's pretty interesting. And a nicer Islamic piece coming up next. That. 12th century Islamic dirham with a face on it. There's not too much Islamic coinage that has a like physical depiction that's it's typically against their almost, I think, dogmatically looked at as wrong to make the picture. That's why they have writing and calligraphy, even though writing is very iconographic in and of itself. Here's a bronze Massa medieval Indian coin. Buck and go. We have iris on the one side. Halvor is in the lead. 26.58. Well, Buck and go 1660, possibly Grosso. From the Republic of Ragusa. 105. Jonathan's in the lead. 11. German Free City of Hamburg. Holfinnig. 13th to 15th century silver coin. Eric is in the lead. Merrick. Gonna pick it up at 17. Polish Lithuanian 3 poker, Buck and Go. Minted under Sigmund III. Currently at $7. Halber's in the lead. 23.10. 1620 data. Dates right there. The last 2 digits 20. 1624 Polish Lithuanian 3 poker. Buck and Go. Carlos is in the lead. 022. On Ilkens Durham next. Or not, because it's not here. Let's see. Here we go. 14th century Ilkens Durham. Islamic silver coin from 1304 to 1316. And run a Celtic Quinarius after this. Currently under $10. Eric is going to pick it up. $34 start. Celtic Quinarius, 1st century BC. Greek silver. Horse design on the reverse. And face on the obverse. Mr. Slow Hands. Nice pickup. $17 start on this Islamic Seljuk of Rum, Durham. Ooh, we have a, I'll show it off before we run it, but not very, very pretty piece coming up. Camden Skiri is the 5th. Elemaeus Tetradrachm. Beautiful piece there. Okay. That'll start at $250. All right, what are we interested in seeing? So we have, we can work to graded. We can Copex, Celtic, Canadian. There will definitely be a lot of Canadian tomorrow. Be sure to come back, but I'll try to get Canadian that I do have out today. Mexican silver. I have Spanish colonial Mexican silver, and then I also have, where are they at? Where are they? I have a, I don't know, maybe. Okay, I have a couple of these. I'm gonna run some of these Mets. This is, I don't know about more modern stuff that's, actually no, tomorrow I will have, I know I have at least 2 pesos that are the, like 72% pesos. One is hold though, and then the other is fine. Not like any wild pieces or anything, but I know I have 2 72% pesos. And tomorrow though. So be sure to come back tomorrow and we'll have a, it will, I think tomorrow will feel like a throwback to 2023 Treasure Town style auction when it comes to some of the world variety. It might not, but it reminded me of what I was doing back then. $6 right over this melt price. Nice pickup. Okay. Lucilla Sestertius. Not a bad looking piece here. Large bronze Roman imperial coin. Okay, Roman. No 1800s Libertads. Let me look for the Celtic that we would have. Okay, a bit more, starting up 34. 1916. So this one looks like it could have a brockage. Very strong, struck on the horse and nothing on the face. I think this is going to be like a brockage error. Nice pickup, Danny. And very nice face for the Unadui. This is a solid one. And it stays at 38. Nice pickup, Danny. Ooh, some Russian. And then I'll see. I think I have a few more Celtic coins that we can pull out. Not this guy. $34 start. The other Russian is not in the show, so it'll come back next week or tomorrow. I'll bring some more Russian tomorrow, but I have one more. It looks like 5 kopecks. So this is probably the last one for today. The requested one, 1782. Very sharp piece. $43.23. Nice pickup, JR. $39 start on a better type. This is the Kaletidou series. We can tell from the reverse. You can see the K up there from the Adui tribe. Nice pickup, Danny. At the start. 43.20. This one's oddly shaped. What are we making of the precious metals market? I am, when silver was like running up to like 50, I was like, okay, I'm really bullish on silver. I think it's moved up really fast. And I've bought, I think, too much of it. So silver honestly could be 150 by the end of next week. It could be 50 by the end of next week. I actually don't think it'll be 50 by the end of the next. Like, I think it's more with its run that I think it'll bubble to 150. So much, like, it's so much more likely than 50. But it's volatile right now, and I'm not a fan of holding on to volatile things in mass. Yeah, it is. It is. So, especially when it's kind of, I don't like to speculate with company money, so risk it for the biscuit. Yeah. So I don't mind selling it for under melt right now, for like slightly under melt. Now I'm not gonna sell stuff selling ounce for $80 or stuff like that, but I'll sell it at a discount to market price to really clear it, because I bought too much of it last week, I think. I agree. The XF starting at 11. Choice VF starting at 1,000. 2 Focus. Really cool pieces. These are short. Very interesting. Yeah, like the intra-trading, day trading is, like, I remember, like, in the middle of today's show, it was at like 112 high, and now it looks like it reached what? That's kind of crazy. I think it hit like 122, 121 earlier today, like 9 a.m. Dropped down to 109, 107, and now it's 116. Yeah, I imagine. That's wild. Yeah. Well, Dan, if you look at the, if you, I don't think you're crazy for thinking that it was part of the bubble. I think that if you like look at the graphs, I think that somewhere in the 50s, somewhere in this bubble up. So I don't know. It might not bubble. Um, it might just be the new status quo, but a lot of it is being used industrially. So I don't know. I don't know what to make all of it. These are the last 2 pieces that we've got. $1,000 on it. Nice pickup. I don't know what to make all of it. Yeah, I bet. And honestly, like, if you're someone who's like very bullish on like AI, like you, and then just some like some of the tech things in general, you should probably the silver would probably be like physical silver or paper silver would be something that I think you'd probably be interested in. Um, we're optimistic on AI and stuff, and like to see the data centers being built. 2013 silver ounce under melt, solidly under melt. Okay, this is not. Wait, this might be. Let's see, 7402. 024. Oh, we have another 5. $17.82. All right, nice pickup, JR. Right, if there are any requests, let me know. $37.12. $29 start. Metals. Do we have any metals? I don't think we have very many metals today, or any left. I think we sold out on the Bolivian pieces that we had. Let's see. Let me check if there's anything in. Okay. I'm seeing right now. It looks like there's a Gosnov of Durham that didn't go through, and then a Celtic Quinarius that has not gone through. Bamboo is nice. Nice bamboo. All right. Here's some Tetrad, some owls. It was a late 19th century to World War II era Japanese bamboo money. Oh, that's not in. Wait. Tetricus II Antonianus. Astros in the lead. Carlos. Do you check payment? I got a decline. I can. The only two coins that do not look like they have gone through, the payment's pending, or it it hasn't gone through, is a Celtic Quinarius and then a Islamic Durham. I don't think that's what you had got, right? But it's WX88 and a WX43. Okay. Then if it's not one of those two, it went through. All right. It probably was. Great. Some of these are fun. I don't think we've run too many of them. -019. Here's an Indian rupee. $79 start from 1862. British Indian rupee. Queen Victoria on the one side, and NGCMS 62 holder. No bids on that guy. All right. Let's run this. Let me run the LMAS. If there are any requests, let me know. But if we're pretty much tapped out, we can find somebody to raid. It's also perfectly fine. Focus half groat. We can pull it out. $42.13. Really nice LMAS tetradrachm from the 1st century BC. 52-34, minted under Camnaskir's V. That's whose portrait's on there. And let's see, 42. I do have more jetons. I don't want to sell them for 55 though, so there needs to be a little bit more interest, or I need to raise the start on them a little bit. We sold a bunch for 55, which I'm not too much of a fan of. It's fine, but do we have any brass jetons today? Some AE jetons. We do, it looks like. WYO403. Let's see if we can find them. 2702. Okay. I don't see 27211 unless it's could be strewn about somewhere. So we'll maybe come to that one at a later time. WY04. Okay. Fucking go to watch. Most definitely not. I don't trust y'all for that. That's a cheap watch. I don't know why y'all would want that one. 324. We got some cool ancients. Let's see. Show it. It is anything special. I don't know what. Gabe, what do you think the percentage gold in the Byzantine is? The one that we have.
They were. Actually, yeah, I don't remember. I think they were pretty good, but I don't quote me on that.
Okay. Gabe said to quote him at not pretty good.
No, I think they were
Okay.
pretty good.
Okay, we'll quote him at pretty good then.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Here's an ass. Diva Faustina, post-death of Faustina the Elder. Gabe's doing a metallurgy test with his eyes. It's like a laser ingot. He was very intent. That's the most intent that I've, I think, watched Gabe look at a graded coin before. Gabe likes nothing that I say. The oldest thing that we have. Where's this at? We have another gold piece. This might be the oldest thing that we have. 2908. Okay, it's this. This is the oldest coin that we have in our inventory. It probably is. So this is a gold Ionian piece from like 650 to 600 BC. It's pretty neat. That'll start around 250 if someone's interested. Not no worries. $79 start on the rupees. Okay. Let me see if I can pull out any $29 ancients, and then we might find somebody to raid if there's interest in coins. Here's a Diocletian Aurelianianus. Admire Comics is in the lead. Pizza Bud. Good to see you, Pizza Bud. And here's a Diocletian. We'll run a Salinina after this. Salinina, wife of Gallienus. 254 to 268 here. I think I put all of the Salininas that we had in our inventory into this sale. Like, I don't think we've run very many Salininas up until this point. And then they must have been tucked away in a box somewhere, because she is a little bit, like, I wouldn't say tough, but like when in comparison, like Gallienus or Claudius Gothicus, who we've had a lot of, but almost none of today. And Myers in the lead. Here's a Gallienus, Double Denarius, Antinonianus. Yeah, let's start there. Here's an Alexander Janaeus Widow's Mites Pruta. We have the biblical references on the slab even. Mark 12 and Luke 21. Okay, one more, I think. Salinina. I think this might pretty much do it for $29 Start Ancients. I guess there's a few more, but I don't know if we might be tapped out on them. Okay. Are there any more requests? I have some Denari that we can run. I can run Might. Any unslabbed? I might have a bit unslabbed. That's Great Admire. There's definitely some, because it's so accessible. Like, it's more accessible than you think to have a coin 2,000 years old or 2,500 years old in your hand, 1,500 years old. Coins are just a great way to stay physically connected to the history. Here's one of the biblical Asmonean dynasty Widow's Mites. The star on the obverse of this one, and an anchor on the other side. Yes, USA. Congratulations on that piece. That's just such cool coins. Cool coins. I'm not sure. Let's see if we have any more. Here's this might have actually been the Widow's Mite that you wanted to see. Grantham. Be sure to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a fun sale. It'll be a fast-paced banger. Have a lot of, we can hopefully buck and go out. Or sell under a melt. Alright, let's see what we've got. Unslabbed Ancients. We have $406. No Pontius Pilate slabs at the moment. Panticapan. No, Christian might have all the Panticapans that we have. I think I gave Christian the Panticapans. So Christian's next sale, bug him about the Panticapan, because I think that he should have some stuff. Alright. Islamic, a lot of Islamic silver, Islamic gold. Silver token. Awesome, Wyoming. 14. That was a bunch of coins. So I have some stack of Widow's Mites off to the side that just fell down. I didn't realize I had. Fourth to second century BC Chinese cash coin. Would be like an old inventory sticker. Fantastic. Actually not under our cost, but we lost money. Said and done on that one. Okay, let's see. What do we want? Let's see. Do we have any office rec nights? This is one of the office rec nights. Some of these could actually be pretty attractive coins. Oh no, I almost dropped the others. 7. $34 start. Alexander Janaeus. $164. But I don't think something like this should probably bid up a bit based on its condition. We'll hold off. See, something like that's pretty. All right. I don't want to grab those. Oh, 8-15. We can continue running bullion. We can have a lot of like world silver. Some of like the larger stuff. I'll have some not silver. This is an aluminum piece, so we'll run next. I think Buck can go it. DJ. Quite a bit under melt there. No Tosha Tombry. But aluminum 3 mark from the Weimar Republic from 1922. And if this goes for $1, it might be our last item. And it looks like it will. Nice pickup. All right. I think we're pretty much done for today. Let's see who we want to raid. So I think we're done looking at the coins. We'll have some good stuff tomorrow. No large. Tomorrow we'll have some WH. We'll have some good stuff tomorrow. Let's see. Stack United, Jewelry, Cash Tree, City. Okay. 1 o'clock Central Time tomorrow is when we'll start. Let's see. Cash on Trees sounds like a fun username, and then Stack United has like 4 viewers though, so I think Stack United might be who we go to. They're all coins and bullion. Coins and bullion. City coins. Let's go. Well, Jewelry L&M. I don't know. Stack United, 4 people. All right. Y'all have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow.